How many times have you heard that time heals all wounds? Let's walk together and I'll show you why that is one of the biggest myths about healing your grief, and then I'll dive into the truth about how you can use time to your advantage on the journey. Hey friend, welcome back to Grief Questions Answered. I'm Eric, and it's my goal with these videos to share everything that I've learned about how to survive, find support in the loneliness of grief, and how to intentionally get back up and live beyond the loss of a loved one. If this grief tip doesn't help you today, I am confident it can and will help you at some point in the future. So be sure to save this video to watch later on, and if you haven't done so already yet, click that subscribe button down below, as this is the best way to get notified of new videos like this and to show support for the channel. I'd like to dig in today on a question from Meghan, and she asks, why does it feel like time isn't healing anything? And this is such a really good question and very powerful, because I can tell you that when I was growing up, I heard over and over again that, well, time heals all wounds. It didn't matter what you were going through. Have you heard that before? And so in the context of losing a loved one, we know it's not that simple. In the case of losing a loved one, time is kind of like a river that flows relentlessly forward. It's not stopping or turning back. And so imagine standing on the bank of this river, watching as the water is continuously moving by downstream. Each ripple on the surface of the water symbolizes your experiences, your memories, and your emotions that are associated with your loved one. And when you experience that loss, it can feel as though time itself has become this unforgiving force, carrying you further away from those moments that you shared with your loved one. And at first, the current of grief may be really overpowering and it pulls you under and you're struggling to keep your head above the water. And when you let time be the driver of your healing, it actually makes you feel like you have no control over how your healing is going to go or even how it's going to begin. You see, time is not the driver of your healing, it's a companion. As time passes, the current begins to mellow and the river begins to widen, your memories become more bittersweet, and the river flows with a gentler rhythm. And you start to find moments of rest and reflection where you can now honor the memories of your loved one. And even though time marches on, you actually begin to use it to your advantage by reconnecting with yourself and others and life itself. We know that life goes on. And it's okay to be honoring yourself and your loved one at the same time. You've learned how to navigate these twists and these turns inside the river, and it may even feel kind of like you're a professional kayaker, but you're actually using the river of time to help you steer yourself along the journey of this healing. You may also begin to encounter other people, other kayakers, for example, who have experienced loss, and you may draw strength from one another as you guys all continue downstream. And so it's important to remember that although time may alter the intensity of your grief, the love and the connection that you shared with your loved one will never go away. It'll always remain part of your journey moving forward, even as you carry on in the presence of your loved one in your heart. And so I'll leave you with this, Meghan. Time may feel like it's going to take care of you by itself, but it's up to us to become one with the river and use it to our advantage to heal faster. As always, I hope this helped. Do you have a question about grief that I can answer for you? Let me know in the comments below. And by the way, don't forget to join us for the next emotional relief workshop. Just head over to emotionalreliefnow.com to learn more about how you can go from emotionally overwhelmed to grounded and calm in 90 seconds or less. Also, don't forget to click subscribe below, and let's walk together, and I'll see you in next week's video.